Have you ever shopped online and then spent the next week obsessing over whether something will fit or whether or not it's going to be right for you or your home? Well, these people have, and they all seem to have learned some pretty essential lessons in the process, like read the description and make sure you word your instructions carefully. Although these may have been a bit of a bummer for these ladies and gentlemen, they created some comedy gold, and we're forever grateful for that. Let's take a look at some people who did not get what they wanted. Number 13. This awkward milkshake. So, for some odd reason, this person decided to order a milkshake online, and granted, they probably did so from a restaurant or through a food service, so this isn't that strange. But what turned up is the bizarre part, because they got their smoothie in some random Tupperware-like container with a straw just sort of stuck to the lid. The question of what they're supposed to do with it is a great one, because can you imagine how awkward it's going to be to drink this thing? Why couldn't they just put it in a cup like an ordinary restaurant would with a milkshake? What is this?
This guy definitely did not get what he wanted, but hey, at least it made for a great Twitter post. Maybe he'll consider ordering from somewhere else next time.
Number 12. Let your fingers take a load off. Now, this person's parents decided they needed some beautiful new deck chairs to be able to enjoy their deck in comfort and style. Well, what they got doesn't really let them achieve their goal, now does it? What came were these tiny itty-bitty model-like versions of what they thought were full-size chairs, and it's hilarious. Seriously, about all that could rest on these things are a finger or two, and that's about it. We guess either they should have read the description more closely, or they should have gone through a different seller. Again, these people didn't get exactly what they wanted, but it's okay because Twitter loved it. Number 11. Oh, ouch. This girl learned an excellent life lesson, and all it probably took was a decent chunk of money for her to learn it. Maybe the dress advertised was listed as a meager price, which we can understand why she'd order it if it were. But knowing people and the money they spend on the internet, it probably wasn't. The dress in the picture on the left, the dress that was advertised, looks pretty darn nice and is probably really expensive, thus making what this poor girl got even worse. They look, semi-similar in patterning, but that's about where it stops. Why is it green? Like it's really, really green. The thing fits the model perfectly, and one can't complain when it doesn't fit the same on them because everybody's body is different. But green? They could have at least gotten the coloring right. Maybe then it would have been, passable? Number 10. Whoa. Have you ever ordered any type of clothing online and then just had to hope that they were going to fit? Well, this guy ordered some jeans and ordered them at a 32 length, but what he got was far from 32 inches. This is a case where what the person got wasn't too small, but far too big. And it's pretty hilarious. Instead of 32 inches, he got jeans that are more like 45 inches. And who even wears sizes like that anyway? If these were to fit, this guy would have the longest legs ever. He could almost use these as fins to go swimming around in the ocean. Who would send these out with extra fabric and waste money?
Who designed these with such awkward proportions in the first place? There are more questions than answers here, so we shall move on.
Number 9. TV stand. Oh boy, yet another case of they should have read the full description first.
We see too many people ordering things off of Amazon or other websites who end up getting things that are way too small than actual use.
Take this person's friend, for example. They ordered a TV stand, and they actually got exactly what they ordered. The catch here is they probably didn't read the full description or look for dimensions on this thing, or they got swindled. Yes, that could most definitely be the case with the internet. We just hope that this person didn't pay full price for a regular TV stand. But if they didn't, wouldn't a low price just tip them off? We don't know what happened here exactly, but we can laugh at it, and this is very laughable. Number 8. Mini boots. What if you were to order what you pictured to be the perfect boots online, only to receive them and they're this size? The worst part about this is that these were going to be a part of a Halloween costume, and knowing people, she probably ordered these semi-last second and may not have time to replace them. What if it was Halloween day and she was already in costume, just waiting for the perfect boots to finish off the look, and she got these? Can you imagine the look on her face when she opened these bad boys? Not only would she have been disappointed beyond belief, but she probably got a good laugh out of it too. Number 7. Cool backpack. Aw man, this kind of sucks for the person's mom, or shall we call her grandmother, of the intended gift receiver. This guy's mom thought that she got something awesome, something really nice for her little grandson, and then she realized what she thought she ordered was not what she meant to order. This backpack probably looked really good when somebody took a picture of it, or it looked really cool in the photo they got from the internet for it, but what actually came was most definitely smaller than expected.
This guy can palm this entire bag, so it's surely not what he had in mind for a human relative. But hey, at least it works for their cat, right?
Number 6. Aww. This person tried to order some cutesy little flowers, be it for their spouse or whoever, and it didn't entirely turn out precisely as they had planned. They wanted what was pictured, this cute, symmetrical, puppy dog face design. But what they got was, well, not quite all the way there. At least you can see that there is a dog face there. But the thing is, whoever was tasked with making this thing apparently didn't take their time, or look at the picture, or even try very hard at all. When you order something, you hope it comes the way that it's pictured, and this couldn't have gone much worse. They probably thought that since they used 1-800-Flowers.com, that everything would be alright. Well, it didn't, but these naturally gave them a bit of a laugh, and we're glad they shared this with the internet so we could all laugh right alongside them. Number 5. This is even worse flower sending. Wow. This is quite the substitution when it comes to sending out some flowers, isn't it?
This person ordered what sounds like a bouquet of flowers that was supposed to be springy and beautiful, but what they got was, well, onions.
How does one mess this up? How does a flower website or delivery service mess up so badly as to send out some onions rather than flowers? We have no idea. That's why we're asking. But what we do know is that it's not only ridiculous, but it's super comical and is almost better than if they'd received flowers in the first place. This one wasn't even close, but hey, they probably got a refund and got some delicious onions to enjoy as well. Number 4. Surprise ruiners. Now, we all know the feeling of ordering something and hoping that it can stay a secret until the person we ordered it for opens it. We also know that you can typically check a box that lets the sender know that what you're ordering is a gift and should be unmarked when it arrives. The problem we see here is that the directions this person wanted were printed right on the outside of the box, letting her mother know exactly what's going on. Either this person didn't put their instructions in the right spot, or the sender didn't even read what was written and just printed up a label, slapped it on the box, and sent it on its merry way. Either way, this is gold, but we do hope that this didn't ruin the entire surprise party. Number 3. Little tiny baby rug.
This honestly just goes to show how important it is to read the entire post for a product you're going to buy, or look at the dimensions before you put your credit card information in.
This guy ordered a rug online, but he somehow forgot to find the dimensions or specify them before he did so. Now, this little thing is kind of cute, right? But we definitely don't think that this is what this guy had in mind when he ordered it. And in the real world, what could he even do with something like this anyway? Well, he could carry around a little rug and use it as a handkerchief. He could patch up the holes in his jeans using nothing but some thread and an itty-bitty little rug. He could, if he so felt like it, use the little thing as an emergency toilet paper and keep it beside his toilet, ready to be grabbed at moment's notice. There are all kinds of things he could come up with, but none of them will be fulfilling the need he purchased it for. And all we can say to that is sorry, dude. Better luck next time. Number 2. 21 what? Do you know the band 21 Pilots? Well, if you don't, you must have been living under a rock or something the past few years, because these guys are pretty huge. Thus, it's understandable why somebody may have wanted a phone case that featured them. We mean, people put pictures on their favorite bands literally everywhere. But this person didn't quite get what they wanted when they received their phone case, seeing as Josh, the drummer, seems to have been replaced by a sandwich, or pie, or pizza, or something. We're not exactly sure what it is that took his place, but we do know that this is not what the person who ordered the case had in mind. Whoever the seller was seems to have a pretty decent sense of humor, but we're pretty sure that the buyer probably wasn't super stoked on it. 21 pies doesn't sound too bad. Number 1. LOL. Okay, so this isn't meant to be insensitive to anybody, but dang, how funny is it that these people accidentally got a blind girl on top of their birthday cake? We spent way too long laughing way too hard at this, and it's well warranted with what happened to lead to the blind girl on top of the cake. Oh, autocorrect, you are a serious pain, but sometimes you can be quite hilarious.
The mom asked for a blonde girl on top of the cake, or so she thought, and instead autocorrect felt like a blind girl would work better.
We're with you, autocorrect. Your correction made his birthday cake a million times better than it would have been. Online shopping can really go one of two ways. It can be great and everything can turn out as expected, or it can go terribly, terribly wrong. Well, the latter is better for comedy and for entertaining the masses, but we'd never wish any of these experiences upon ourselves or others we know. Did this video get you chuckling? If so, leave us a like, tell us what you enjoyed in the comments, and subscribe to our channel. And keep your eye out for some excellent new videos coming your way every day.